Hello, everybody. My name is Jasmine, and I am in my third term here at National Louis University, and my major is early childhood education. Three takeaways from this course were, of course, the ethnographic eye in the classroom, which is having a unjudgmental, unbiased view on all of your students and all of your families. I think this is really important to carry with you throughout your career as a teacher because you want to view all of your students equally and embrace them all no matter their differences. Another takeaway from this course was all of the milestone projects and all that it taught me about the community that I decided to research. So it actually brought to light how diverse schools are nowadays and how many children are living in poverty. But I will uh, get further into that further into this video. And the third takeaway from the course was that ESL students are often discriminated against, as well as students of other cultures, due to the fact that they go through a silent period or a phase where they may seem like they're not fully grasping the education in front of them. And early on, teachers notice that these students may be struggling or may be quiet in class, and they just assume that they're not uh, grasping the information, so they direct them to special education classes when that might not actually be the case. So it's really important that we know about culture and diversity and ESL students, especially when we are going into the field of education, because unfortunately discrimination and racism and bias is still are around. So we want to eliminate this as much as we can. So moving on, milestone one, that was the uh, project where we had to visit the different cultured stores or restaurants in the community that related to the school that we decided to research. So during this project, one thing that I learned was that the school that I decided to research actually had a majority population of Hispanic students. And that being said, I was able to find a lot of different stores that were related to their culture. But one thing I found interesting was that were not any signs in the stores that were translated to English. Mostly, all of the stores that I visited, the signs were in Spanish, which is different from the stores that we visit, such as like Walmart or Jewel or Sam's Club, where they have translations in Spanish or other languages. So I thought this was interesting, and I wonder if they were to open up signs in the English language, if more people that spoke English would be willing to visit or check it out. Milestone 2, that was the project where we had to pick another school in the community, and I chose a school that is an elementary school and a junior high. Um, During this project, this is where I learned that the poverty level in the community that I chose to research was extremely high at 94.4%. So that being said, these students are receiving assistance when it comes to the fees that come with school and lunches and everything like that. And it just really brought to light how many students are going home and dealing with struggle. So as a teacher, it's important to be a mentor for your students and listen to what they're saying and try to be there for them with all of the things that they're struggling with, because you never know what a child is going through from the outside. So just be that person that wants to hear about what's going on the inside. Another thing I learned from this milestone is that they had a really high population of black people and Hispanic people. But when I looked at the community, the overall community census, the census stated that there was actually the highest population of white people. So I found this really interesting, and it makes me wonder if people of other cultures do actually fill out a census. So definitely something that I will probably look more into and get more information about. And then the final milestone was creating the lesson plan geared towards cultured students. And something that I learned in this milestone was that you can make the simplest lesson plan geared towards one's culture. So even just writing numbers, the simple task of just asking the students to recite them in English and Spanish is addressing both cultures. So really be creative and think about the different ways you can address the cultures around you in your classroom. And it's just a simple, easy or a simple, easy alteration that you can make on a lesson plan that you do on a daily basis. One assignment that I enjoyed the most would have to be the Milestone 2 assignment, where I reviewed the school that was elementary school and a middle school. The reason why I enjoyed this um, assignment the most is because it was interesting to me to, one, find out the population differences between the community and the school, and two, it was interesting to see that a school with such a high diverse population didn't mention anything on their website about inclusion of these different cultures. So all that they really listed on their website was about their ESL program. They didn't mention any clubs or anything in their mission statement that said anything about uniting one as a family or acting as one as a community. So I thought that was interesting, and I would wonder if they changed up their website a little bit, if people would be feeling more welcome or more enticed to be more involved in their child's academics. Um, as of right now, I don't have any other comments for this presentation, but I do want to thank everybody for an awesome term, and I wish you guys the best of luck in your future studies and in your future careers. Thank you.